Hey, Determined Destiny family, this is Coach Kevin coming back at you with another video for the Determined Destiny family. Hey, thank you for checking out these videos on YouTube at Determined Destiny. Thank you for staying plugged in, being a part of the family. Check us out at determineddestiny.org, or you can follow us on Facebook, Determined Destiny. Hey, putting in a little work this morning and had to get this one out. I've been working on this one for a few days and felt like this was the time to put this video out. So we've been talking about embracing the struggle, embracing the change, and embracing your destiny. Today I want to talk a little bit about embracing the confusion. Man, there's been things happening over the past few years that have just been flat out confusing to us, right? And the way that we approach that is critical at this point in life. You know, we put out a bunch of videos. You can go back and check out these videos. Go to Determined Destiny on YouTube, scroll through there, find one that fits where you are or where your young man is at, and help them get better, get more determined about their destiny. That's what this is all about. So I've got a team of coaches that are working with me, and we work on this content, and we're available for calls, coaching calls. You can get the contact information on the website. We're available for our young men to help them reach their destiny, get more determined about their destiny. Today I want to talk about embracing the confusion, because there's lots of confusion going on. You know, a verdict came down last week that was confusing. You know, that past 24 months have been confusing, and we're trying to figure out what the new normal is going to look like and where our next steps need to be in life to accomplish our destiny. We know that we're destined for so much more. You know that you're destined for so much more. Your young man knows that he's destined for so much more. So what we got to do is get determined about that and help get to that destiny a little bit at a time. Each and every day, we got to get closer to our destiny. If you're not getting closer to your destiny, then you're just drifting and wasting time. And we know that the drifter will not be successful. So embrace the confusion. I got to look at you when I say that. Embrace the confusion, because in this life, there are going to be things that happen as we grow up. That's part of growing up. Part of growing up is not understanding everything that's happening on around us and not allowing that confusion or that lack of understanding to derail us to our destiny. Because when you're confused, all that means is that you just don't have the knowledge that you need to be clear of where you are. That's not necessarily a bad thing, to be in a state of confusion, because then what should happen is the brain should be triggered to go and gather more information. Man, that's powerful right there. When you're in a state of confusion, don't just throw your hands up and say, I don't understand this, and be done with it. What should happen is the brain should be triggered to go and gather more information to pass through that state of confusion and get to that next level of comfort. Man, if we can get our young men to understand that you're not going to completely know everything, you're not going to be completely comfortable in every situation. I want to use the analogy of sitting in a math class, because I've been talking to a young man that I've been working with, and math has been a challenge for him. Reading as well, but he's a young guy. And so reading he struggles a little bit with, but the math is really not making the connection with him. And what I said is, what you got to do is listen. Listen and practice. Listen and practice. And as you're practicing what you've listened to, you'll get to a point where the brain starts making that connection. It'll pull in prior knowledge. It'll pull in self-knowledge. It'll pull in new knowledge and push you through that confusion to get to this place of lack of confusion. You're no longer confused. You understand it now. So we got to help our young people, our young men. In life, you don't understand why the police act this way. Okay, let's push through that confusion. Okay, let's gain more knowledge about others, about ourselves, and about that situation so we can get through that confusion and get to this point of understanding. Now I know how to deal with that situation. We may not understand why we didn't get that job. You know, you got some high schoolers who are really working really hard to help take care of the family at these critical times in life. And maybe they're struggling to find that job and they just don't understand why. I filled out 10 applications, 20 applications. I've gone on 5 interviews and I just can't seem to get that job. We want to get past that state of confusion and have them self-evaluate what they're doing in that interview, how they're preparing for that interview. What knowledge do you have around that organization that you can take to that interview? So you get past that state of confusion by preparation, preparing yourself. And then when you get in that place, you understand that it's a struggle and that's okay. Embrace that confusion. It's okay to be in a state of confusion as long as you don't stop right there. You push through that state of confusion to get to that new level, that next level of understanding. Embrace the confusion. So when we're challenged, we get out of our comfort zone, right? And when we're out of our comfort zone, we're unsure. We're unsure about what's going on. Uncertainty is confusion, right? So you're confused. You got to push through that. Push through that until the point of confusion is understood. You understand that, okay? You're talking about you want to lose weight. You want to get healthy. You want to work out and, you know, been working out and can't lose any weight. And I'm confused about this thing. Okay, don't stop right there in that place of confusion. Begin to gather more information. Begin to try different techniques. Do something different to get past that state of confusion to the point of understanding and getting the results. Confusion should make us think, okay? Don't be afraid to think. We can't rely on others to think for us. You gotta be willing to think for yourself. Think for yourself. When you're in that state of confusion, stop and think. Think about what's going on around you. Nobody is going to be able to get you to your destiny except for you. You're the only person that's going to be able to get you to your destiny by your thinking, your definite of your thought process, being confident in who you are. Even in a state of confusion, you can have confidence because I know that I will think my way through this. I will use what I have around me to get past this confusion. Embrace the confusion. I know this is tricky, y'all. I know it's tricky, but hang in here with me and understand that you have to embrace confusion. Don't run from it. Don't throw your hands up and say, oh no, I don't know how to do that. I'm done with that. I'm not even gonna try that. No business, no successful business, no successful person just had it easy. You have to be able to embrace that confusion and push through that confusion, okay? You gotta be able to think for yourself. And one of the biggest things that you have to be able to do is question things as they go on around you. You know, I took one of my mentees out and we played golf a few weeks ago. And he never played golf. He heard about the game and was interested in the game. And so we went out and played some golf. And we're hitting golf balls. And he's a young guy and just learning the game. And so he hits, and then we drive up to the ball, and my ball's obviously further in front of his. And so he goes to his ball and he hits again, and he hits again, and he hits again. Now his ball's in front of mine. And he's still hitting, just hitting away, trying to get his ball up to the green. And what I told him is that, hey, the ball that's furthest back always hits first. So once your ball passed my ball, you have to wait until I hit before you hit. And he said, why? Like he didn't understand why he needed to wait. And there was a point of confusion there because he's like, I'm trying to get to that flag. And he didn't understand the rules of the game. So what I had to do is slow him down enough to get a better understanding of the rules of the game, to take that confusion away. And that's what we got to help our young men do today. And that's what Determined Destiny is all about. Trying to help our young men understand how to push through that confusion and get to that understanding of how to get to the flag, your destiny, whatever that is. And at different times of life, it's going to be different flags that you're trying to reach. But you have to be able to push through that confusion, slow down enough to listen and think and understand what's going on around you so that you can be successful. Be more determined about your destiny. Embrace that confusion and don't let that stop you. I'm Coach Kevin. This is Determined Destiny. Follow us on YouTube at Determined Destiny. Hit the like button. Leave me some comments. Let me know this has some value to you or your young man. And be more determined about your destiny. Hang in there. It's going to be a good holiday season. I believe that for you and your family. I believe that for me and my family and the people that Determined Destiny is impacting. It's going to be a good holiday season. And we're going to turn the corner, y'all. Hang in there. Be more determined about your destiny. Thank you. Have a great day.